So the map is Karelia. Same spawn, and it was 2 games in second game in 3 games on this map. Same spawn, 2 different tanks. So this game I'm in the Chinese version of the IS-7. It's called the 113. I don't know if many people have got it. It's got a really strong turret, and it's very low profile. And not many people choose to use this spot from the north spawn. It's pretty decent, it's pretty safe. It's arty safe so long as arty doesn't go down the end of this road where I'm here. Now the enemy are aware of a tank to my left. I have no idea what it is. So that enabled me to push right across. Now even with 3 degrees of gun depression that this tank has, I'm able to still work this ridge, still use the frontal armour. Yes, I do take a few hits, but that's only because they pushed to shoot me. And you'll notice that I have loaded heat because 2 times I shot at the cupola of the E5 and it didn't go through. He's a dangerous enemy tank. He's strong, got a great gun. So he has to go, and he chooses to shoot me in the cupola, the mantlet. It's just to prove a point of how broken the north spawn of this map is. It chokes the enemy on that corner. There's nowhere for them to go. The only way that they can push out of there is if they get mediums on the hill that would flank us, which they didn't do or couldn't do. And the IS-7 allows me to ding one in his lower plate.
Loaded and ready. Enemies got us in their sights.
And that's gone. So that was the Death Star firing, knowing now that I could go round and put one into him, or in fact the Jaegeru. Bounced on the side of the IS-7 that pulls in front of his shot, and that's spaced armour, so the heat would never work. Now he thinks he's safe behind that tank, and he does pen me. But now my Action 10 friend comes to give me a hand. So I extend a little bit, I can see a piece of underplate, and I take the pen. Thank you very much. And there's a nice rear end of a Jaegeru. Now, I didn't mean to keep on firing heat, I just forgot to press the A button and get it back to standards. But they come in handy. Now, the pen of this gun at 249 is not the greatest.
Ready to fire on target.
So as you see, if all of the enemy tanks conglomerate in one spot, that means that they can't go anywhere. And you'll see in the next game the same deal. It's the Conqueror. I do get in the same spot. I couldn't understand how I was being penned to begin with, because I thought I did feel my lower plate was covered. You'll see, but maybe somebody can explain to me who watches the clip to tell me if my angling was bad. So we're in the same place. Conqueror this time. Oh, maybe, yeah, I can see what I've done. I've pulled out too far to the left. Yeah, they can see the front left corner of the tank. That's fine, I understand now. So the T-49 attempts a flank. We have a Comet that's gone up the hill, and we have the enemy Comet is also up the hill. Tiger 2 also pens me. Now I understand where that one got me in the turret ring. And I thought at this point that my game was done. I honestly thought that there's nothing I could do to be effective. Until somehow I changed the angle of the vehicle and used the side gun depression.
Nice shot. There's one. Target locked.
Now they roll in the giant Japanese Tier 4 heavy. Now these things are strong, as we all know. They've got ridiculous armour. And here, look at that. Wow, he moved right at the right second. I couldn't believe that. I was sitting there thinking, do you know I'm going to shoot you? And then, no. He goes around here and meets a sticky end. There you go. Now, I was unable to move back in and work on the Type 4 Heavy. And I've loaded APCR. And now his turret face is very flat. So I can overmatch that with armor piercing composite. I don't want to be shot by him because it will hurt. Even with explosive rounds, that thing is powerful. And I pulled back right at the very right moment. Now this just showcases really the Conqueror's rate of fire, and I only recently bought it back. And to be honest, I have some more affinity to this tank than I do the Chieftain. And the turret strength of the Conqueror is incredible. There is a weak spot on the very, very top, but I'm not giving them that. And he's dead. He just tried a YOLO.
Enemies looking right at us.
So now we have a bit of fun. To do more damage, I'm forced into moving up, which would take me out of my cozy little spot. I kind of like it here. It's a nice little warm blanket. So we have a T-28 Proto. And I told the Carnarvon, as you can see my name pop up on the screen, do not do what you're doing. Because I knew that he would die. I don't like dying. I don't like seeing anyone else die. So I try and be as communicative in a game as I can. Not everybody does. Which I find curious on a multiplayer co-op game. So, in order that we can get around this corner now, I'm forced into moving up, and I take a hit from the T-28 Proto. Now that's a 20 grand repair if I wanted to do it. So, I try an armor piercing on his cheek, it doesn't work. But the magical, mystical Hesh will always work. And he's a little low health, so we'll just go with that. And then there's the next dangerous tier 9 tank, the T-30, but he's so low health, Hesh will kill him too.
The enemy's down to one tank.
And then the T-34 Mod 1, or T-54 Mod 1, is also low health, so I can Hesh him too. It's the beauty of the Conqueror is it carries the Hesh rounds. They're extremely good, especially on thin armoured targets. There's a good game. I think I've got a mastery 1, yeah, not an ace tanker. Ace tanker in the Conqueror is ridiculous.